Auburn Blitz is now on the air, your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Monday afternoon. Welcome into the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Brett Pritchard, and we'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. The Auburn Tigers fall to the Georgia Bulldogs 21-14 in somewhat odd fashion. The game was 21-0. Auburn's really the only team that I know of, Brett, they can get blown out at home and yet be about one play away from winning the game. I don't really know how that's possible, but I think I witnessed it.
It takes a lot of talent.
Saturday.
It takes a lot of talent to be able to pull stuff like that off, you know.
Yeah,
so.
it takes something. I don't know what it is, but it's an odd experience.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that. Of course, we'll talk about the game. We'll break down the numbers a little bit. Love to get your thoughts on yet another disappointing offensive performance from Auburn against a really good defense. Don't make any mistake about it. This Georgia defense is an outstanding defense, but Auburn to be as completely inept as they were for three quarters and then to basically get two drives going, and maybe it's just a testament to momentum in college athletics. Was that not amazing? I mean, the momentum swing in that game and how that all of a sudden
Georgia helped that.
Jordan-Hare Stadium was just rocking. And
well, I mean, I saw something. You're right, and I was there. It was dead for three quarters, and then credit Georgia for doing that and making it really a non-factor. And then you saw what that stadium can do. But you know, Georgia dropped out and went into basically zone defense, up 21-0, and decided to let Auburn start doing some stuff up front. And you know, they scored two touchdowns really quick, found themselves in a mess, and then they went back to that man defense that they were in majority of the game that caused Bo Nix a lot of problems and then shut our running game down. And that was the deal. When we got to run a little bit, had some successful runs there in the fourth quarter, it opened the passing game up. But you put the responsibility on a freshman to throw it 50 times. Here we go again, you know. And I don't care what team it is or what game it is. Historically, the teams that run the football the best in the SEC win those games. And our running attack was putrid. We just, you know, Bo Nix was our leading rusher with 40-something yards. And also threw the ball 50 times. He was 30 of 50. And, yeah, he missed that throw to and it was tough. I mean, fourth down, but – you know, when you get down 21-0 to a very good football team and you got to play near perfect football to even try to get back in the game, I mean, that's a lot to ask. It's a lot to ask of that guy. And, you know, I hate it for Bo Nix because he's been put in a lot of bad situations this year. Auburn's had a chance to win every single game they've been in. The defense played outstanding. Derek Brown, if his stock isn't out the roof right now, I don't know what is. I mean, he played the run game. Some of the stuff he did in this game, And look, this isn't sour grapes. He says it. He won't say it, but he's the most held guy in college football. I mean, it's unbelievable to just watch him play. If you'll just stop and just actually watch Derek Brown on tape and see what offensive linemen have to do to even stay competitive with him. They have to hold him. I mean, and so you literally could call it every play, and I know you can, but he gets mugged a lot, and he didn't really complain or say anything about it. But there's a lot of different directions I know we want to go today, but it's the same song and dance. And, you know, Alabama's coming up in 2 weeks, and they're banged up tremendously. Unfortunately for them, they lost Tua and in their own controversial stuff that's going on over there, you know, in Tuscaloosa that I don't really think is controversial. I just, you know, you're up 35-7. I know the score's a blowout, but you're still in the first half. And, you know, they wanted to run that 2-minute offense for practice. And, you're up against an SEC opponent, and I know some people are going to say that's absurd that he was in the game at 35-7. Some are going to say, why did he even play at all against Mississippi State? I mean, you got all these different people that are going to say different things, but unfortunately, 2 plays after he went back in the game, he had a season-ending injury, and I don't think he's obviously not been fully healthy for a while with the ankle injury and all that, but that's a whole nother topic. So.
Yeah, we'll look around the SEC as well. That was the biggest headliner probably around the country was Tagovailoa's dislocated hip. Had surgery today, we said, I think.
Yeah, just read the
release. So, yeah, I mean, we wish him the best, clearly.
Great guy, great person.
Certainly don't want to see anybody hurt like that. And that is a devastating injury for Alabama. We'll see what Mac Jones can do for Alabama the rest of the year. Going into the Iron Bowl, he'll have a game to get warmed up before going.
They'll just need him
to make his first road start of his career. So that'll be interesting.
They'll just need him not to make mistakes. I mean, I think this is they'll still try to throw the ball. I think Mac Jones is he's a competent quarterback to put back there. He's not some just throwaway. I mean, he's got some skills. He can do some stuff. But Najee Harris has really come on the last couple of weeks for Alabama, and I think they'll stick the ball in his hands and see if Alabama can win running the football. Now, they'll take their shots when they have an opportunity throwing because they've got a lot of weapons in their wide receiving core. But, it'll be the same situation for Auburn. Can Auburn score any points against a formidable opponent? That's what it's boiled down to. We didn't against Florida. We didn't against LSU. We didn't against Georgia. We squeaked one out against Oregon after they had led pretty much the whole game. And I give Rodnick's credit. He made the play and all that. But, you're one play away from Luke being, already having 4 losses to the 4 teams on the schedule that really matter.
Auburn gets a big win over Cal State Northridge last Friday night. Just kind of wore them out, the Matadors. And it was an Ole. Auburn looked tremendous offensively. Everybody got in this. This is a bench clearing type game, 116-70. Samir Dowdy has a career night, 33 points for him. Javon McCormick has 16 assists in this game. So it was a pretty good, fun game for most everybody. Back on the court tonight against Colgate. Colgate 1-2. Their 2 losses to Clemson and Syracuse. So not losing to chumps.
That's right.
Bruce Pearl insists that this Colgate team is a NCAA tournament type team. So Auburn will need to come out and play well in this one.
AP poll just came out as we go on there, 19. Auburn number 19.
Number 19
in the country. Did we move up were we 23rd or 22nd? I think we were, and then we moved up to 19. So
with a loss? Oh,
no,
basketball. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, basketball. We're talking about basketball.
I'm so not used to Auburn being ranked.
Exactly.
And I was like, that's so foreign to me that Auburn's moving up in the rankings.
Yeah, exactly. Auburn in
completely lost it first.
Yeah, Auburn in the football poll is 16.
Okay.
In basketball, they're 19. So
that's moving up from 22 to 19.
22 to 19.
Not good to hear that. We'll bounce around. We'll take your comments. We'll get to as many of those as we can. Should be a fun show today. We appreciate all of you out there joining us, whether that be on 105.1 The Lake or Charter Channel 3 or WOTM. Several channels out there on the Spectrum dial, as well as Facebook Live. If you'd like to comment away on the thread, dial us up on the Sports Blitz Facebook page, that's Sports with a Z, and comment away. We're brought to you each and every day by Russell Do-It Center, with 10 locations around Central Alabama for all your building supply, home decor tools, whatever it might be. Go ahead and check out Russell Do-It Center.
If I'd have told you Friday that Jake Fromm was going to go 13-28 for 110 yards, what would you say?
I would have said we're in business. And Bo Nix is going to throw for 245. I mean, what would you thought? Now, granted, I think we both said
13 completions and 3 of them were touchdowns. I mean,
that's efficient.
That's pretty efficient.
We knew coming into the game that Auburn had to run the football. And Auburn ends up with 84 yards rushing. And how many times, you go back and look in this series, especially in the last 30, 40 years, The team that outrushes the other
We say it all,
wins this
say
game
it all the
90%
time.
of the time.
Boy, our running game was totally non-existent.
Yeah.
DJ Williams, 8 carries, 26 yards. Booby Whitlow, 11 carries, 23 yards. Neither one of them had an impact.
Now, he lost about 13 on that one count.
I understand. When he ran into, was it Marquell Harrell that he ran into? I mean, just get out of the way, man. I mean, trying to pull, he pulled way back, but, man, just so frustrating ball, as far as trying to move the football on offense against the team that.
Excellent defense from Georgia. But, I mean, for the 3 quarters that you had 2 weeks to prepare again. Did it not seem like, though, I mean, first series of the game, Auburn's, they come out and you're looking like Bo Nix's throwing some slants. They're getting him comfortable. You get the same thing we tried to do against Ole Miss, short passing game, get him comfortable. Auburn moves down the field, kind of bogs down a little bit. And we missed another field goal, and you just thought it was just like, it took the air out of the stadium.
What is wrong with that guy right now?
He's got the yips, I guess. I didn't see how bad it missed. Did you?
My angle, I couldn't tell.
I couldn't either.
Seth Williams had a day. Obviously, when you throw the ball 50 times, somebody's got to be catching something, you hope. Schwartz, 7 catches, 4, but nothing dynamic from anybody. I mean, Georgia didn't allow us to get
over the top.
And we did get beat one time over the top, which was kind of surprising.
Well, we gave up 3 drives. The outside 3 drives, Auburn just completely dominated Georgia. But that's 21 points.
21 points. They didn't do a good job. They didn't do a good job of red zone.
We'll talk about the timeout before the half when we come back. More to come on this edition of the Auburn Blitz.
The Prestige Selection at Gill's Auto Sales in Opelika has the largest selection of prestige cars, trucks, and SUVs in Central and East Alabama, all with financing available, little to no money down, and extended warranties. Get pre-qualified in under 2 minutes, online or from your mobile device at GillsPrestigeOnline.com. It's the Prestige Selection at Gill's Auto Sales, 1430 Gateway Drive in Opelika.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
From the smallest drippy faucet to drain cleaning to water heater replacement to gas lines to total systems replacement, A&M Plumbing handles it all. Visit amplumbing.net today for the experienced, licensed, and insured pros at A&M Plumbing.
A&M Plumbing, A&M Plumbing, service at its best when you need it most.
Hidley Towers is an affordable senior citizen community located at Alexander City on Highway 22 East, where spacious 1-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living, where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more about Alexander City's best kept secret, 256-329-0552, where your family at Hidley Towers. That's 256-329-0552.
Finding a job might be tough, but starting your new career has never been easier. Wellborn Cabinet in Ashland has a wide array of career opportunities with benefits. General labor production, skilled cabinet builders, product assembly line, shipping, over-the-road truck drivers, clerical, marketing, security, daycare, office clerks, and so much more. Apply in person, 38669 Highway 77 South in Ashland, or online at wellborn.com. Building cabinets, building careers, and building our community.
WOTM, your new home for high school sports in Alabama. The road to Jordan-Hare continues this Friday on WOTM with live second-round AHSAA playoff coverage featuring the Central Clay Volunteers traveling to Walker County to take on the Jasper Vikings. Stay with WOTM each Friday for live games every round of the playoffs and on to Jordan-Hare for exclusive TV coverage of the AHSAA Super 7, only on WOTM.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Alex City Marines, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, and the Yerkes invite you by to see what they have available today. The 2020 Manitous and Landaus are in, and boy, are they gorgeous. Also, some great deals on demos. Take advantage of that while they last. Alex City Marine also is doing shrink wrapping, storage. Get in line now. In fact, call this number, 256-215-FISH. Alex City Marine, Alex City.
Now available for the first time since 2005. Take to the road like you own the company or like you work for it.
With Employee Pricing Plus at the Black Friday sales event going on at Bice Motors. Save up to $7,435 on 2019 Jeep Renegade, Compass, and Grand Cherokee. Save up to $12,000 on 2019 Ram trucks in stock.
This Black Friday is going to be big.
Shop now during the Black Friday sales event at Bice Motors in Alex City.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Brett Pritchard. We'll be with you for about 45 more minutes in today's show. Brought to you each and every day by Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. For all your mortgage needs, now it's time to be proactive. Interest rates are really good. If you're looking to refinance your home, Mortgage Pro is the people you need to talk to. They can save you thousands of dollars each and every year.
Christmas coming up.
Everybody could use a little extra money at the holidays. 256-397-0248. That's 256-397-0248. Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team.
This is out there, and it's been all over Twitter and Facebook and every other social media outlet you can think of. And our good buddy Mark sent it to me just a little bit ago, and I kind of tweeted this out yesterday. Tweeted out some of Stat Tiger stuff and some other guys. But, you know, bottom line is right now Gus is 6-15 against Georgia, LSU, and Alabama. Of course, the Iron Bowl's still coming up, so he's either going to be 7-15 or 6-16. So depending on how it works out in 2 weeks. But 0-10 on the road in those three places: Baton Rouge, Athens, Tuscaloosa. You know, just a 500 team on the road at 13-13 under his tenure in the conference. Just what do you want out of this program is basically what it boils down to. And I know we've had debates on this program about who we are and, you know, looking at, you know, basically what we've done over the history of our program and where we fall in the scheme of things and all that. But, you know, things change and organizations change and programs change, and Auburn has pretty much been a solid contender at the top. But I don't know if we've been through a stretch like this where we've been this bad against those three teams all at one time. And I know the streak for LSU on the road carries longer than Gus, but in Tuscaloosa and –
But you've had opportunities to break it.
Well, you've had opportunities to break it. Let's just be honest about it. This Georgia, this 3-12 in the last 15 games against Georgia is terrible. I mean, and you go back and look at about 6 of them, 1 or 2 plays could have gone our way, and we could have, you know, we got to have 6 wins. But you can't look at things like that. You gotta take things in stride. But you know, every time it's a close game, we just don't seem to be able to make the plays. And you can't get down 21-0, Andy, to anybody worth their salt and expect to try to come back and have a chance. And, you know, nobody left. The crowd was into the game in the full quarter. They're supporting the team, was moving the ball because Georgia did switch some things up. But, I mean, what does the fan base expect? You always see a certain faction of fans that bring out, that list the top coaches in the country, who's leaving to come to Auburn. Well, not necessarily is every top coach coaching at a top program right now. I mean, are you going to have to go and solicit them away from a program to come to Auburn? I mean, I'm just saying, is this what are we willing to just accept that? Are we scared to not go out and try to get another coach that could take us to the next level? Because right now, 8-4 is who Gus Malzahn is. He's been here 7 years. Andy, we've got a big enough sample size.
Well, think about it like this. We've played Georgia and LSU this year, played Texas A&M, of course. I look out on the field, and I don't see a big discrepancy in talent. I didn't see a big discrepancy in talent between Auburn and Georgia. We look like we're just as talented as they are, right?
Hey, exactly what I saw.
Okay. Kirby Smart's been a head coach for 4 years. Gus Malzahn's been a head coach for 7 years. Kirby Smart's outcoached him every time
except for one.
Nick Saban's outcoached.
He outcoaches everybody.
I don't know if Gus outcoached him, but Nick Saban's outcoached him pretty much every time we played. Ed Orgeron's outcoached him for the last 3 years.
Dan Mullen outcoached him.
I mean,
I think Mario Cristobal did for most part in the Oregon game.
Yeah. So, I mean, and part of that comes in what I bring up, I say, why you say he's outcoaching? Well, I go back to the timeout. I mean, the game is 7-0. And
they've
Auburn,
conceded, basically.
They've
Georgia.
conceded to run out the clock. And we only have 2 timeouts. So, basically, the best-case scenario is we get the ball probably inside the 20-yard line with about 20 seconds to play.
Well, the way their punter is been punting the ball.
We run a punt back for a touchdown. That might be the best-case scenario, that Christian Tutt breaks a punt for a touchdown. But so you call timeouts, and then they regroup, go right down the field, score, and it's 14-0, and it feels like it's 28-0.
It does. It does.
And I thought that lost the game.
It had a lot of contributing factors to it because you knew points were going to be at a premium. We had not really done anything. Now the yardage looked pretty good for us for a first half, but we had nothing to show for it. And we had not gotten inside the 30-yard line to really challenge to score. So you look at all of that and to say that, you know, at what point in time are you willing to say, okay, this is just who we are, y'all, you know, who you going – I'm tired of hearing the who you going to get deal. You know, Nick Saban deserves a lot of credit because his philosophy of football and what it takes to win has changed. And I said this yesterday in a text thread and a tweet with some people. I said, Nick Saban, if he would have been stubborn and said, no, we're going to still keep doing things the way I did it when I first started here at Alabama, he wouldn't have won all the championships he's won because the game's evolved. And even though he didn't really like that style of football, he evolved with it and allowed himself to go out and hire coaches to give his team and to recruit different players like linebackers. He didn't recruit the same kind of linebackers he did when he first got there because they got to be faster and move. So he's adapted. And somebody said, well, Gus Malzahn, you know, when he came into this league, his offense was innovative and it was cutting edge. And then, you know, of course, defense is caught up to it. Well, he ain't done anything to change. He hasn't changed it, so he's still running the same offense now that defense is caught up with it, so he hadn't adapted to anything. No. And do you think it's going to all of a sudden get better? Well, and we've been losing 4 or 5 games a year, Andy, with top 10 recruiting classes. What if we'd been recruiting in the 30s and 40s?
This whole business about, you know, well, we need to bring somebody else in to run the offense. We've already been down that road. And now he's taking it back.
You can't keep going back and forth.
So, yeah, it's going to be his offense, and it's, you know, it is what it is. We're up against a break. We'll be back. We'll take your comments when we come back right after this.
At Mortgage Pro, we won't be able to finance a new car or new boat. We can't open you a checking account. Mortgage Pro specializes in mortgage loans. If you're looking to purchase a new home or refinance your current home, the only way to go is Mortgage Pro. We can close in 15 days or less. We can offer the best rates in the mortgage industry, and we can waive appraisal fees on any new loan from September 1st until December 31st. Call Mortgage Pro today.
So, you may not know it, but you've seen our work everywhere. For a combined 50 years, SignSource has been Central Alabama's premier option for all your sign needs. Custom signs for your business, club, or organization. Wraps and decals for your vehicle or boat. Full-color banners for your big sale, or a photo collage on canvas for grandma. All with fast, friendly, prompt service. Check out our website at signsourcenow.com. 888-533-6758. Go straight to the source. SignSource.
Growing your business isn't just one thing, it's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done, day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, your compact equipment provider.
I am Lisa McClendon from Country Financial, and I have spent years in our community helping people protect their homes, cars, and lives. I am proud to be a member of the 2018 National Championship Team and a National Advisory Council member for Country Financial. Complete financial security does not end with just insurance. I am also here to help you plan for your financial future.
Together, we can help you set up a step-by-step plan to reach financial security.
Let's talk soon.
Lex Wedgeworth has been the most trusted pest control for generations, and now with EnviroCare, you can expect the same high standards for all your pest control needs. EnviroCare's exclusive Centricon termite colony elimination system provides the industry standard to protect your home or business. EnviroCare's Centricon system protects your home year-round. Call the professionals at EnviroCare throughout East Central Alabama for a free estimate. Nobody cares like EnviroCare, the next generation of full pest control for your home or business.
Hey Realtors, do you know about LMG Ad Agency? We build your brand and help sell your properties or a unique lifestyle so you can focus on your clients. We focus on professional photos, videos, aerial photography and videography, and commercial real estate. We'd love to tell your story. Contact us today at 256-392-4250 or visit our website at lmgadagency.com.
Find everything you need for the perfect outdoor living space at Russell Do-It Center, like the Fire Rock Outdoor Conventional Fireplace, smartly designed masonry systems that are easy to install and are less than half the cost of a scratch-built brick and mortar fireplace. Weber Grills, the best outdoor gas, electric, and charcoal grills, which always come pre-assembled. Yeti Coolers, premium coolers and accessories that are the ultimate in design, performance, and durability. Russell Do-It Center, experience and knowledge from the pros.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you. You want to run down some of these comments?
Yeah, we got a lot of them coming in. We appreciate everybody. We'll start with Johnny. He said, I have yet to see an audible from Bo. I don't think he is allowed to change the play. You could tell Georgia knew the play we were running by the shifts they were making. That on the fourth down on the Wildcat, they had the line stacked over there. Can you not look over there and tell that they knew it was going to that side? They had 7 men over there, Andy. I mean, they made a point to go back and look. So it's a good point there.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been a check, though, for Bo Nix. I mean, that was the Wildcat.
No, I know it's not. I mean, I know he wasn't in the game.
I know you know. I'm just
saying a check, period. When you look over there and use common sense and go, well, they know it's over there. Do we think we need to get out of this or call a timeout? No, we're saving them to call them right there at the end of the first half so that Georgia.
DJ Williams does not lose yards. If I'm giving the ball anybody on 4th and 1, it's him. He's got a little Trey Mason in him that he's going to get a yard or two. It may not be that they may stop him, but he's going to get a yard.
Our line, I hate to berate, but our offensive line they're just not good. I mean,
we've already proven that our backup center's better than the starter.
I know.
So I mean, maybe I'm hoping the backups are better.
I'm hoping they are too, but there's just never. And this is a big sample size of several games here, big games where we've had a chance on 4th or 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, 4th and 1, and we get shut down almost every time. So it's an offensive line standpoint. I don't know if it's J.B. Grimes. the players we got, a combination, whatever. Jeremy Kelly said signing Sharif Cooper was huge. Yes, it was. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Justin says Derek Brown has had a great career. He can go ahead and shut it down. No need to play against Alabama. Signed me, Alabama fan. Yeah, and that's gotten a few laughs over there. He is a phenomenal. He may go down as one of my favorite players of all time. That guy now he's such a likable guy too. Man, I mean, you know, he's like a gentle giant off the field. Yeah. But on the field, man, he's a man possessed.
I'm hoping that the way he and Marlon Davidson have played is the kind of thing that will set an example for these young guys.
Agree.
And guys they're looking at Auburn that want to play here. I mean, they are just, hey man, the leadership.
They just who you want.
I mean, absolutely.
Winston said, and this one's a little bit, we'll read this one. Winston said, there are 2 rumors going around pertaining to Gus and Auburn. I want to get your thoughts on both of them. One is that Jimmy Sexton approached Auburn, A.D. Allen Green a few weeks ago, and about another contract extension. Not everybody wants to hear about that. For Gus, and Green said no, and Malzahn reportedly was irate about it. Philip Marshall supposedly shot those rumors down, but another beat writer, J.G. Tate, said he believes Gus will not be back next year. He believes the board of trustees will somehow work out a way to get rid of Gus. What are your thoughts on this, on these rumors? We knew there was
$26,625,000.
You've kept that up there from day one.
That's what we would owe him. So if Jimmy Rain and the power brokers want to come into that, somebody just donated $10 million for the football facility.
That's the biggest donation ever.
Obviously there's people out, and I never even heard of them. So apparently there's a lot of people out there that have gotten some money.
Well, you know, Alan Green said put your money where your mouth is the day when we went down there and heard him speak, and I guess somebody put their money where their mouth was. Jamie said got to keep Steele in his group on defense. I definitely think, I mean, that guy's phenomenal. Got to keep him in there somehow.
I would love to, but you know what, at this point, if we're going to make a change, if you make a change at head coach, you have got to give him full reign to bring in whoever he wants to bring in. And if that I would like to believe he would look at it and say, you know, Kevin Steele and his staff are doing a phenomenal job. But that's not the way it works out a lot.
Let's just go ahead and throw this out there. All right, and I brought it up last year, and y'all asked me who I'd want as a head coach if Gus were to somehow leave last year, and I told everybody Bob Stoops. And I know that then everybody kind of got on that bandwagon and he denied it. And I kind of told a story about some people that had inside information that they did talk to him, regardless of what all was said in the press and all that. If you're going to get rid of Gus Malzahn, that's the one guy, in my opinion, I think you need to go after. It's a big name that's not coaching right now. Because some of these people out there that are tweeting stuff and listing all the top 15 programs right now, and who you going to get to leave that program come to Auburn? Well, probably not anybody. But, I mean, so I would rally everybody together and figure out what it takes to get a guy like Bob Stoops to come into this program. Because I think he's going to coach again. Florida State's trying to get him. There's going to be other teams that try to get him.
Well, he ain't staying at the XFL.
He's not going to stay at the XFL. That's what I'm saying. So, bottom line is, throw it out there. I don't know what the change is going to be. At best, at the end of this season, I think Auburn's will be 9-3, and that would be a win over over Alabama in the Iron Bowl. Does that cure everything again for Auburn fans if we pull off a win in the Iron Bowl?
You win a bowl game, you win 10 games.
Well, you win a bowl game, win 10 games, and everybody's going, what are you talking about? You lost 3 games to 3 of the best teams in the country, and 2 of them were on the road. There's all these
phenomenal recruiting class coming in.
Great recruiting class coming in. Got everyone getting going up, man. We're going this way. You know, so, I mean, you get all that going again, and so how do you – I mean, so what's your argument? Is it worth spending – the people in
the argument's 6-15.
That's right,
that's
but the country and the beat writers will crucify Auburn if they fire a guy that goes 10-3 with that schedule. I don't care who you are.
Well, Paul Feinbaum just said today he needs to leave.
Well, I mean, since when has he been the knower of everything? He just likes to stir up, you know what?
Yeah.
And so again, he'd be the very one to flip and go, Auburn just fired a guy, went 10-3, wants to go to a school like that. It's unreal expectations. They had the hardest schedule in the country. You
Best possible scenario for Auburn is that Gus Malzahn takes the Arkansas job.
And just gets out.
And we waive the buyout and then hire somebody else. That way, I mean, that's the best case scenario for everybody.
I think it is.
That's not going to happen. But
I mean, you don't know.
I don't know.
You
but
don't know.
I'd be surprised if that happened.
I mean, if Arkansas is in desperation need of a coach, and they obviously,
I think he'd do a good job there.
Well, I mean, as good as whatever. I mean, I know you do. That's good. That's a good politically correct, savvy promotion there to get Arkansas to fall for that one. So maybe they're watching.
Reboot of his career. He doesn't get fired.
You know, in March he's getting inducted into the Arkansas Sports Hall of Fame. Why wouldn't he want to go back to Arkansas?
2 press conferences.
That's right. Just kill 2 birds with one stone.
Why not?
I don't know. Don't have any answers. If you lose Iron Bowl, is it over? If you lose Iron Bowl, I think let's just go back that direction. If you lose Iron Bowl
to a depleted Alabama team.
Depleted.
I mean, it'd be one thing if you lost.
Now, they're still talented. Even depleted, they're still talented.
No question.
But you're at home, and you're not depleted. Which I guess we're depleted even when we're not depleted.
We're up against the break. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
You already know the power and reliability of a Mahindra tractor. Get ready to meet their ATV and UTV lines. Haul more and tow more. Do more. Reaching speeds up to 60 miles an hour. Models have a 12-inch ground clearance and the ability to haul up to 1,200 pounds. There's a Mahindra utility vehicle and a model specifically to get the job done. Test drive today at Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor. Serving Tallapoosa, Coosa, Clay, and Talladega counties. 256-392-3613.
Harbor Point Ship Store has everything to make your day on the lake more enjoyable. Come on out to the biggest marina on the water. They have pizza, hot dogs, burgers, and more. Get your gas, groceries, snacks, ice, and everything you need for a fun day on the lake. Are you in the market for a new or pre-owned boat? Harbor Point has the best selection around of everyone's favorite Crest pontoons and Four Winds boats. Harbor Point also has a great selection of pre-owned boats. Come on out and take a look at Harbor Point, Marina Point Road in Dadeville. Get to the point.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Expected or not, the loss of a loved one is difficult. Put your family first by planning ahead. This is Joseph Dean, new owner of Alabama Funeral Homes and Cremation Centers. We are a full-service funeral home with an on-site crematory and cemetery. Whether your need is immediate or you would like to plan in advance, our experienced, compassionate staff can assist you in designing an enduring memorial experience, burial, or cremation. Alabama Funeral Homes and Cremation Centers on Highway 280 in Camp Hill or online, alabamafuneralhomes.com.
Tires are important, and when getting a great price on tires, you want to get it right. So make the short drive to Wright's Tire in Sylacauga. Wright's Tire can get you any make or model of tire, and they make the drive worth it with volume pricing. Whether North Tallapoosa, South Talladega, or Coosa County, make the right choice, the right selection, the right service, and the right price. All at Wright's Tire on Fort William Street in Sylacauga. Call for a free quote, 256-245-7778, and get the right price on tires.
Since the dawn of time, mankind has needed tools. But not all tools are created equal. AGF Machine Rental Sales and Service has tools for all commercial construction or big residential projects. AGF Machinery offers the most durable and hardworking brands of ASV, Skyjack, and Wacker Neuson. Aerial lifts, scissor lifts, loaders, excavators, and forest equipment on demand for the best possible price. And backed by the Southeast's best team of professionals. Visit any of our strategic locations across Alabama for all your equipment needs. Or online at agfmachinery.com.
Be the hostess with the mostest this holiday season at Chicken Salad Chick with our easy party catering. Need a quick appetizer? Stop by Chicken Salad Chick and grab a quick chick of any chicken salad flavor or the pimento cheese ball covered with crushed pecans and crispy bacon. Remember, no meal is complete without a sweet treat. For a limited time, our pumpkin cheesecake is back, and it's delicious. Chicken Salad Chick can feed any holiday crowd with our custom-fit catering. 12 flavors of chicken salad, there's sure to be something for every taste bud.
Hi, I'm Kurt Bowman, General Manager of Vaden Toyota. We'd like to announce our new lifetime warranty on any new Toyota.
Hashtag lifetime warranty. Hashtag we love our customers.
It can be used nationwide at no additional cost. Hashtag customer service. So come on by and let us show you the Vaden way.
Hashtag maintenance matters.
Hashtag totally awesome.
Vaden Toyota of Sylacauga, just a short drive from home or online.
Hashtag your neighborhood dealership.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you for about 20 more minutes in today's show. Appreciate all the comments. A lot of them really good. A lot of great information. Talking about Arkansas, Auburn, and Arkansas. Winston says, you know, looks like maybe the Arkansas fan base has gotten to the point where they say that's, you know, it would divide their fan base if they hired him.
When Arkansas,
and we already got there.
When Arkansas said don't send him, I mean, that tells you all you need to know. I got a text that a depleted coach evens things out when you're against a depleted Alabama team. Look, I don't know or have or even begin to try to have any answers for all this. Bottom line is, I think Auburn's stuck with him. I hate to say it that way. I think 26.6 million reasons why. You've said that since day one. Is Auburn willing to do that? I don't think there's an option for him to go anywhere at this point. I don't think Arkansas can afford him right now, to be honest. I mean, with all of the stuff that they got going on. Obviously, South Carolina says Will Muschamp stay in this. You know, you get your brains beat out by Texas A&M 30-3. That team is just horrible.
They look a team that's ready for the season.
They are ready for it to all be over. Yeah. Will Muschamp's ready for it to be over. I don't know.
Well, it'd be a lot easier to get rid of Gus in 2 years. Let's just be honest. I mean, you could pay him $14 million probably in 2 years and feel okay.
Now the whole thing,
about 11.
The whole
thing
11. Went south on the buyout and the contract extension. Auburn, the former leaders put Auburn in a bad situation.
Well, thanks, Stephen Leith.
Yeah, thank you for exiting and leaving.
Who was a worse hire than Gus?
No doubt about it, but left us with a total, you know what, and so that's what you got to deal with. Now they're in a predicament because of some bad decision making with finances that you're stuck with a guy. And I hate to say stuck with a guy because he has done some good things, but consistently, I read it off earlier, his record against the 3 or 4 teams that matter every year is horrible. You know, and you're recruiting on about an even level. Now, Alabama, no. Georgia just here recently, because I ran down over the last 10 years recruiting, and just until recently, Georgia has gotten up there. But LSU's been around where we've been in recruiting. That's who Ed Orgeron's playing with right now, those players. It ain't like we're recruiting chumps. You know, so, I mean, we've got top-tier talent. You mentioned it right there. You sat there and watched on the field. It didn't look like that was an overly dominant team against our team in Georgia. They got great players, but we did too. I mean, who would you trade? And I know Pickens is a freshman and Williams is a sophomore, but who would you rather have, George Pickens or Seth Williams on your team?
Yeah.
After watching that game head-to-head. I mean, so I'm not saying Pickens won't be outstanding. He's already shown that he's a pretty good player. But so was Seth Williams last year. Seth Williams was a pretty good freshman player. So it's not that. And look, execution's fine. I heard that argument yesterday on Twitter. Well, players got to execute. They do. They sure do, but you've also got to put players in positions to make plays for a majority of the game. I know Bo Nix missed one pass. I know he fumbled the ball. But, you know, when you put the ball in his hands and say, I'm going to make you throw it 50 times and you're going to have to be doggone near perfect to have a chance in one quarter to win a game, that's too much to ask, man. That's a lot to ask Tom Brady to do.
It's not the one missed pass to Harold Joyner, which was a grant. That was a big play in the game. But it's the 3 quarters prior to that was the problem.
You know, and I got a problem with Gus going there, well, that onside kick, that was unfortunate, you know, that we had that one. I'm like, no, you didn't have nothing because it was illegal. What we did, it was against the rules. I mean, yes.
Well, it didn't matter. I mean,
it doesn't matter, but you bring that up and then you say that was a catch, and you know clearly what said Williams, his toe was down, but the rule says you got to have your heel down when you're backing up. So I mean, well, we can sit there and I know Bo Nix got face masked at the end, and I don't know why the flag didn't come out on that one. I get that, but it just, to me, you know, it's always some kind of excuse. No, the what you need to be looking at is why we didn't do anything for 3 quarters.
Yeah.
Why it was 21-0 going into the 4th quarter
with 2 weeks to prepare.
with a you know, and I give Gus this. He's been perfect with a week off, but that's over with now. That stat's gone away, and that's a bad look going into the last quarter at home against a Georgia team that's already shown a propensity this year to not be very dynamic. They don't have that it factor this year. This has been the norm more for Jake Fromm than it has been the exception. Numbers like this, 13-28, he has not thrown the ball well this year.
Bo looked like the better quarterback.
He did. And so, but you look up on the scoreboard and you're down 21-0. We weren't in Athens. We were at home with the crowd behind us in a stadium that's been hard to come in and win.
Georgia lighting up their phones in the 4th quarter, playing like it's their home game.
It's like their home game. That's what I'm saying. So it's an embarrassment on that side. We were not competitive for 3 quarters. Yes, we made a run at it, but that's the same song and dance that we've been through.
Ed says if Gus has a competitive bone in his body, he has to be miserable. His ego has to be reeling because his masterful offense sucks.
Because he hasn't adapted or changed with the evolution of the game in the last 10 years.
We'll never be successful as long as we're a one-route passing offense.
That's it.
I mean, you know what the sad thing is? When we go to the tempo and the 2-minute, it opens up and Bo Nix starts surveying the field. He's throwing across the middle. He's looking, checking down the receivers.
Well, they asked him that question in the press conference. Did you think about going to the 2-minute offense early? Well, we thought about it there, but we were trying to get the feel for the game. Feel for the game? I got the feel for the game.
Yeah,
I got a lot of it, but I'm going to give Georgia's punter a lot of credit.
Golly.
What did he eat before he showed up? Everything he hit, I thought he was going to punt a few of them out of the stadium.
He was great.
He helped them win that game. Big time. Field position.
Up against the break. We'll be back with one final segment of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Find everything you need for the perfect outdoor living space at Russell Do-It Center, like the Fire Rock Outdoor Conventional Fireplace. Smartly designed masonry systems that are easy to install and are less than half the cost of a scratch-built brick and mortar fireplace. Weber Grills, the best outdoor gas, electric, and charcoal grills, which always come pre-assembled. Yeti Coolers, premium coolers and accessories that are the ultimate in design, performance, and durability. Russell Do-It Center, experience and knowledge from the pros.
The interstate is backed up this morning due to an accident.
So you don't like sitting still on the interstate? Get the free Algo traffic app. With Algo, you'll have the information you need to avoid problems on your route, to work, to home, to the beach. Traffic backups, wrecks, lane closures, all with current info and live traffic camera feeds. Know before you go with Algo Traffic, ALGO Traffic from the Alabama Department of Transportation. Get it today and arrive on time.
Lex Wedgeworth has been the most trusted pest control for generations, and now with EnviroCare, you can expect the same high standards for all your pest control needs. EnviroCare's exclusive Centricon termite colony elimination system provides the industry standard to protect your home or business. EnviroCare's Centricon system protects your home year-round. Call the professionals at EnviroCare throughout East Central Alabama for a free estimate. Nobody cares like EnviroCare, the next generation of full pest control for your home or business.
WOTM, your new home for high school sports in Alabama. The road to Jordan-Hare continues this Friday on WOTM with live second round AHSAA playoff coverage featuring the Central Clay Volunteers traveling to Walker County to take on the Jasper Vikings. Stay with WOTM each Friday for live games every round of the playoffs and on to Jordan-Hare for exclusive TV coverage of the AHSAA Super 7, only on WOTM.
Growing your business isn't just one thing. It's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, your compact equipment provider.
Hey Realtors, do you know about LMG Ad Agency? We build your brand and help sell your properties or a unique lifestyle so you can focus on your clients. We focus on professional photos, videos, aerial photography and videography, and commercial real estate. We'd love to tell your story. Contact us today at 256-392-4250 or visit our website at lmgadagency.com.
Mortgage Pro is the new standard for mortgage loans. While other banks are taking 45 to 60 days to close a loan, Mortgage Pro is making it happen in less than 15 days. Your mortgage loan goes from start to finish in less than 15 days. Mortgage Pro is able to make this happen by having the most advanced technology and a highly trained staff with over 98 years combined experience. If you're looking to buy a home or refinance your current mortgage, call Mortgage Pro and let our team go to work for you.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Monday afternoon. Thank you so much for all of you out there joining us today. A lot of great discussion. We appreciate that. We'll be carrying that on throughout the week, of course, and leading up to Samford, 11 o'clock in the morning.
Here's another shocking quote from Gus that I'm sure you could have thrown in there if you did a post game. The offense is still a work in progress. It's just like we just had. Jeremy said, why did he say the offense is still, even if it was, I wouldn't say that. 10 weeks into the season.
Yeah.
Does he even understand what he's saying sometimes and how it comes out?
And I had this discussion this weekend as well. And for a guy that loves to how many times we heard Gus Malzahn say, we're a run, play, action team. We're a run, play, action team.
That's all he ever says.
We're a run, play, action team. Okay, well, Auburn this year is, against good teams, a no-run, no-play, no-action team. So you're 7 years into your tenure at Auburn. You know, and you fully state as many times as you can, we are a run-first, play-action team. So how do you get yourself in a situation where you can't run the football?
We have offensive line.
How do you allow yourself to get there?
That's exactly right. And you had two very poor.
That's on the coach.
Two very poor recruiting classes, offensive line. We had Jason Caldwell on here last year when we didn't sign what we thought we should have signed, and he said, "Look, I just be honest with you. I don't think they had enough on the board.
Yeah. They not casting a big enough net.
They're not casting. Now it's panic mode, and you're bringing all these guys in this year, and so you're right, Andy. You're the coach. You're the CEO. You have the philosophy that you want to run and then play action pass, and you got 5 offensive linemen that are mediocre, that are seniors. And the reason you can't win with your type of game is because you can't run the football effectively against really good defenses. Well, guess what? Alabama, do you think that all of a sudden you're going to start gashing them? And you're going to be able to run the football up the middle on that defense too? No. I mean, their defense is not as good as Georgia's, but it's still going to be a really doggone good defense.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to do here? And so I don't know what. Again, I go back to what I just said. Does he understand what he's saying sometimes? He's in control of this. He recruits the players. I know Randy said it. You've said it. You got to pin that on him. If the line's not good enough or the running backs you recruit aren't good enough or whatever, you're the one that went out and picked them. Yep. The quarterback doesn't fit your system. Well, you're the one that went out and got him. So,
and in other parts of the country on Saturday, LSU gave up 614 yards of offense to Ole Miss, 402 yards rushing to the Rebels. You know what the sad thing is? The crazy thing is?
What?
John Reese Plumlee would be perfect for Auburn and Gus Malzahn.
And we had a chance to get.
I mean, he's the guy that he's the guy. He's a Gus Malzahn quarterback.
He is.
And that guy, he's a threat to take the distance.
Man, he is so fast. Dude, there's 2 or 3 times that he ran between LSU defenders. Up the middle, and they just missed him.
Yeah.
Because he went by him before they could realize even what happened. The guy's unreal.
Alabama takes down Mississippi State, but it's a very, very costly win, 38-7. Florida, as you mentioned, just goes. They beat Missouri 23-6. It's one of those Missouri's quit. They look like they've mailed it in as well.
Kelly Bryant did show back up, though.
He did. And South Carolina falls to A&M 30-6 on the road. Kentucky beats Vandy 38-14.
Lord, it was 14-0, Vanderbilt.
It didn't stay that way. Oof. They had 198 total yards.
Randy's still sitting there. I can hear him in the background. Number one guy on the hot seat here at Mason.
He's got to be. Auburn takes care of Mark Godfrey in Cal State Northridge in convincing fashion by 46 points. Auburn signs a huge class of 3. Got him on the dotted line, Sharif Cooper, a guy we've been talking about forever. Hopefully he continues on and makes, turns that into something pretty special in this Auburn, continues on something special in this Auburn basketball program. But a couple other guys sign as well, and still some room there for perhaps a Greg Brown, perhaps a Jalen Green.
How about that? Be nice to get one of those.
It would be very nice. Patrick says Plumlee can't throw. Like I said, he's a perfect Gus Malzahn.
Yeah, he's if you're running the football and he does enough just to scare you a little bit. 9-16 for 123 yards, but 21 rushes for 212 yards. So.
Oh, well.
50 pass attempts for Bo Nix against Georgia. 30 of 50, 245 yards, and he led the team in rushing 42 yards on 13 carries. So,
Oklahoma erases a 25-point deficit to come back to beat Baylor, 34-31.
They just absolutely choked out. They swallowed their tongue.
Baylor
they choked totally out.
Baylor and Minnesota, they just kind of.
You knew it was coming.
Yeah.
They couldn't handle the pressure. Moment was too big. The boat sunk for P.J. Fleck.
Clemson starting to look more like Clemson now.
Hitting their stride at the right time.
Blew out Wake Forest and really got nobody in front of them.
Man, let's just be honest. They don't get challenged very much. It's hard. The opponents they go through, just sleepwalk through some of those games with the talent that they have, but they're starting to show up when it counts.
Oregon and Utah, I thought maybe UCLA might have a chance in that game. They had no chance in that game.
I didn't
Utah's think looks like it's going to be a one-loss Utah and a one-loss Oregon in the Pac-12 title, and the winner goes to the playoff, I think.
Should, probably. Does Ohio State do?
Would you take a one-loss Pac-12 winner or a one-loss Oklahoma Big 12 winner? Who deserves it more? because you'll have LSU probably or Georgia. If Georgia beats LSU, if a one-loss Georgia beats an undefeated LSU, I think they both get in. So that may screw the Pac-12. But if LSU were to win undefeated, obviously
I'd put Oklahoma out too.
Ohio State and Clemson.
Ohio State, Clemson, Georgia, and LSU. If Georgia would upset,
yeah.
If LSU holds serve, it leaves the door open for that Oregon team possibly.
Would you put them over Oklahoma?
It's up for debate.
I mean, one loss is to Auburn, whereas Oklahoma's, well, I mean, there's no guarantee Oklahoma. They could probably have to play Baylor again.
They will. They will.
That might be a decent win for them.
Could be interesting.
That's going to wrap it up for us on the Auburn Blitz on this Monday. We want to thank you so much again for all of you out there joining us today. We are back on the air tomorrow, same time, same channel. Be sure to join us then. For Brett Pritchard, I am Andy Graham saying so long for now, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.